one thing you should never definitely ignore on your Takeuchi excavator we're working on TB260 is your fuel system service. Yes, simple but most important part to keep your YANMAR diesel happy. Beautiful engine. This is a 4-cylinder 2-liter 4TNV YANMAR powerhouse. Yes, in this video I'm going to share how I do it, how to replace fuel filter water separator. Here's the one. Also, you will see how to drain the moisture from the fuel system as well. And by the end of the video, we're going to cover the most important step, how to properly purge the air on the fuel system, avoiding engine damage. Let's get started. First, as usual, here's our replacement part. I got it straight from the dealer. Here's the part number. I will put this part number down in the description below underneath the video. Let's pull it from the bag. If you have a choice using OEM parts, go for it. Here's a new O-ring. Came with a filter as well. We have everything. Well, here's our filter. It's located on the left hand side. You see, just by the hydraulic filter. Here is a fuel shutoff valve and a cap and draining tubing. On the bottom we have a electric lift pump. Pretty easy, pretty nice setup, easy to get it. And here's a tubing for draining the moisture. Let's bend it up, put it out of the way. I have my container to place underneath because we have to drain some diesel fuel from the fuel filter separator, also known as a primary fuel filter. There we go, my container is ready and I'm opening the bleeder valve on the bottom. If it's hard to turn by hand, you always can use the pliers to help break it loose. Guys, if you're first time to the channel, click that subscribe button and the bell. That way you won't miss any videos which I'm posting regularly. Here we go, it's draining. It will take a time. As you can see, we have a little bit of moisture there, and this part we don't need it at the moment. Oh. No. Stay with us. Yes, it's dripping. That's nice. Here we go. I have 34 millimeters wrench to break that called water moisture sensor, which works as a plug. Unfortunately, on this machine, wiring is broken from the sensor. Normally, you have to go and disconnect the moisture sensor, but it's broken. There's no wires attached any longer, and you won't know if you have a moisture. We'll show you in a few minutes where that connector and where's the sensor. We'll get to it in a few minutes. Let's remove the bottom plug, and more fuel is coming out. Just controlling the drain. She won't splash it too much. That fuel filter holds quite a bit of fuel. Guys, this video is only for demonstration, how I do it, what works for me. If you have any questions, comments, critics, suggestions, put everything down in the comment section below the video. As you can see, it has a float. And yeah, connector is broken. No wiring attached any longer. Have to replace it. And when lots of water down there, float goes up and tells you that is moisture. Yeah, see, this should be the 2-wire sense wire and power, but nothing there. Yeah, here we go. That's what we have. Well, as you can see, a little bit of dirt inside. Well, we can reuse it because at the moment we don't have replacement water detector sensor. That connector cannot be repaired. Okay, I'm using a pipe pliers just gently to break the bulb loose. There you go. Doesn't need much. You won't be able most likely to turn it by hand initially, but now it's all coming easy. See that back side of the plastic bulb was facing the engine. Got lots of debris on it, and I'm just removing that cap completely to get access to the filter. Maintenance is the king. Maintenance is going a long way. Tell you, especially on the diesel fuel systems, you have to service the system regularly. I also have a video how to replace a secondary fuel filter on this machine. I will link it down below. Put the cart over there. Let's dump it. What's still in a plastic bulb. All right, let's get to the filter itself. See how it looks. That's a filter element. You grab it on the bottom and pull it out. There's the O-ring, seals the filter. Alright, and that's where the fuel, clean fuel is coming out. From the center of the filter, that's way we keep all that gunk and moisture away from the fuel injection pump, the first level of filtration. Let's take a look inside. Nice and clean. Yeah, that's where our fuel is going. All right, let's pull our catch can, let's call it. See a little bit of debris, some moisture, some dirt just fall into the container when we were removing the filter, but you see some water there. Let's just dump it, we don't need it. Yeah, keep your work clean, don't make a mess. You don't want to spill the diesel fuel, especially on the rubber hoses and rubber components. I'm going to place the spill pad. It will keep dripping a little bit here and there, and that way we'll catch all droplets. Yeah, simple with that, clean, easy. All right, let's get back to our filter. Well, as I said, that's our filter sensor, and yeah, down there we have a connector somewhere. Let me show you where that connector. See the wiring? The wire is broken, and that sensor you have to disconnect first before you can remove the plug. That plastic one, in our situation, it's not even there. That has been broken for quite a few years. Well, it is what it is, but you see where you have to disconnect. That white plug has to be disconnected, and then you go and remove the sensor. Yeah, well, unfortunately for us, we don't have that sensor. As you know, on older models, they never had that electronic detection system for the moisture. Just go and drain them regularly. All right, here is the sensor I disconnected. Not repairable, honestly. Not worth it. You can see it is filled with the plastic mold. Yeah. If you have some better ideas how to repair it, put your thoughts down in the comment section below. And the cleanup is the next step, especially when you do the fuel system service. Oops. Yeah, dirty outside and also dirty inside. I'm going to put some fresh diesel fuel in a container, and I have my brush, the paint brush, and I'm going to wash it. Make it clean, make it looking, make it new. Yeah. Yeah, as you can see inside, those little catch grooves, they designed to catch the big particles, and quite a bit of gunk stuck in between. Don't cut the corners, go and clean it. Let me show you how much gunk, all that sludge in those little cavities. Yeah, all that dirt was trapped there, and we don't want to put a new filter, assemble everything and keep that dirt. Take your time, spend extra few minutes cleaning. There's a O-ring which we're going to replace. show you how. Now much better. I'm just blowing all that gunk with the compressed air. Spotless. You can eat from it. Nice and clean. Well, you shouldn't, but it looks good enough to me. And here's the O-ring. As you know already, we have a OEM original one. I'll put a part number down in the description as well. Yeah, they're identical. They're similar to what we had on machine, and our filter is the same. Let's compare. I haven't done it yet. Yeah, looks same to me, and we should be good to go. Yeah, this is a YANMAR OEM part, as you can see. Got it from the local dealer. Surprisingly, it was the same price with auto market one. Yeah, as you can see, this one's a YANMAR as well. Just dirty, just old. Here I go. Yeah, they're slightly different profile design, same height, same diameter, everything made in design for this specific machine, year model. Yeah, from year to year, YANMAR changes a little bit. The fabrication style looks like, yeah, but gasket and all the same. It will fit. Yeah, for this YANMAR 4TNV 2-liter diesel engine. Looks like visually it's a little bit tighter, but that O-ring compresses and it hugs that inlet tube tight. Okay, I'm putting a fresh diesel oil on a rubber O-ring. It will help us to install the filter. And I'm going to wipe it, the threads, mating surface. As you can see, a little bit gunky, a little bit still dirty. Yeah, not too bad. We'll wipe it out and keep it clean. Clean is a rule of thumb. Okay, all nice and clean now. Let's place the filter. When you push it in, you will feel it snaps and sits tight. It won't fall. Yeah, and you can turn it from left to right, shake it a little bit, and it proper fit. See, same way, same height. It sits like a glove. Beautiful. Okay, there's a new O-ring. Be careful with the O-rings. Make sure it's not twisted, otherwise it will leak. It won't seal properly. It's not twisted, as you can see, and I'm putting fresh diesel fuel to lubricate the O-ring. Will help with the installation, and it works as a conditioner rubber. That rubber is a fuel resistant type. Okay, there's the O-ring one more time. Yep, check the description, all information will be down there. Beautiful, as I said, nice and fit, all straight, clean, ready to go, ready to be reinstalled. No cracks, no any mechanical damage on the cup. Let's line up the threads. Make sure you're not cross-threading, because it's aluminum housing and plastic cup. Yeah, nice and tight. And it stopped. I'm just going a little bit more by hand. You don't need to use any tools. Just as soon as gasket touches the base of the housing, just turn it, stops, and that's it. Yeah, hand tight, tight enough. It won't leak when it stops. Don't push it, otherwise you are risking to strip the threads. Okay, filter is in. Good. Also, I'm going to clean this connector, drain tubing. There's a tiny little hole. Yeah, we'll clean it as well, because it's dirty. All that debris made the way in. Okay. Side holes are cleaned up, blown out. Nice. Okay, put in a little bit of fresh diesel fuel on a sensor plug. As you can see, we're not replacing that O-ring. That O-ring is fine, and we don't have a spare one, but we're reusing for now. It has been a couple months after I replaced the full filter water separator on TB260 Takeuchi. No leaks, no issues, all good. Okay, I'm putting it back as usual. Always start by hand and run it all the way up. Quite a few threads, yeah. Guys, if this video is helpful, informational, educational, with a thumbs up. Okay, my 34mm wrench to help. Be careful, don't go too crazy. Grab it at the head of the wrench, as I'm doing, because it's so easy to strip and crack the housing. There we go. Tight. It's not going anywhere. Here we go. Let's put a fuel filter water separator drain cock back. Using a fuel to lubricate the O-ring and start it by hand with those few threads. You open that drain cock to drain the moisture, to dump the moisture from the fuel filter water separator. Once in a while, if it's wet climate, and especially mid-season when you're running with a high humidity, you should drain your fuel system at least once a week. Okay, tight enough, good, and let's reconnect our tubing. I cut it off and refreshed the fit. Guys, your time watching this video is best support for me. Yeah, click like button if this video is helpful, or you can go and buy me a coffee. Link will be down in the description. Now we're getting to the most important part, how to purge the air from the fuel system properly. Alright, according to the Takeuchi service repair manual, you have to turn the ignition key to the on position for 60 seconds. Let electrical fuel pump to prime the fuel, push the air out, and then fire it up. Okay, let's do that. There we go. Start. Beautiful. Alright. The rest of the air what's remaining in the fuel system will get pushed through the return line. Check for any fuel leaks. Well, simple as that. New machines much easier to purge the air from the fuel system compared to the old ones. You don't have to crack anything. Especially we have fuel inside the injection pump. Fuel injectors will only have some air at the filter. Yeah, machine is running. Beautiful. Engine is happy. No misfiring, no sputtering. Guys, thank you so much for your time watching this video. Appreciated that. If you have any comments, questions, critiques, suggestions, put everything down in the comment section below. How often should you replace your fuel filter water separator on Takeuchi? I do it every 500 hours and drain at least twice a month. The best answer, check your owner's manual for the details. Take care of your Takeuchi, and your Takeuchi always will take care of you. Beautiful little mini excavator, super handy. Guys, as you can see, simple as that. This video is only demonstration. Works for me. Have more Takeuchi videos. Check it out. Take care everybody, and see you next one. Bye bye.